Hi guys, it's Gareth here, aka Rookie, and welcome to a Saturday vlog. I do apologise there's no been any vlogs for a while, but there's a reason. I've basically had a really bad couple of weeks, and basically the main reason I didn't do one is because my uncle died. He passed away, and I was all set up to do this, and then I couldn't do it because that just hit me, and I couldn't do it. So I will be going to his funeral next week, so there probably won't be a vlog next week either, depending on how things go. But yeah, so that happened, but then other things happened which I'll get to, but that's one of the main reasons why I've not been myself. I've been upset, and that kind of hurts, like, you know. The other things that happened is that well, we'll get to it. We'll go in order rather than jump around, I think. Yeah. So I went to a gig in Glasgow, basically, and one of the bands there, the Gospel Youth, were staying at mine afterwards. So I was going to go down Slam Dunk, but because I already offered for them to stay before I got offered basically press pass to or guest list to Slam Dunk, basically, so I fulfilled that because I made them a promise, and I always try to keep my promises. So they stayed here, and then I rushed down to Leeds the next morning. Got to be said, I was really knackered at Leeds, but it was really good to be at Leeds. Really need to go down there. But before I went down there, I checked my car oil, which you always should do before you check your water, your oil, your brake fluid, and all that sort of thing. You know, just make sure it's all good. So I checked that, and I need to top my oil. So I top my oil up, that's what you do. Now I got all the way down to Leeds, right, and then I found out that I'd left the oil cap off. Thankfully, the oil cap was still on top of the engine. God knows how that happened, but it was still top of the engine, so I was able to put that back on, and I need to top of the oil up again. So that was a bit of a backup, but hey, you know, that's why there was a weird smell in my car. But yeah, but I got to Slam Dunk, saw some really good bands, got to chat to some really nice people in the VIP area. You know, got to talk to the guys from Dead, from With Confidence, from Trash Boat, from As It Is. I could keep going on, and there were other people there who I knew from other bands and from press and stuff, and we were chatting. Basically, it was a really good night, and then I went to the after party. I got to speak to the guys. I got to speak to Rob from We Are the In Crowd, who was there, because he was driving for Yellow Card. Speak to Ryan from Yellow Card as well. Basically, it was an amazing night, one of the best nights that I've ever had, one of the best days I've ever had. I mean, I didn't put any suntan lotion on, and I got away with it quite well. I didn't realise until a couple of days later that I actually burnt the top of my head. You probably can't see it in his hair, but because I haven't shaved in ages, actually, I really need to shave. I need to shave my head as well. But the thing that happened, that set all the bad stuff in motion that I've had, which then included my uncle passing away, is I was involved in a crash with my car in Leeds. And those of you following me on Twitter and Facebook may have seen me mention this. But basically, I crashed my car, and my car is written off, so I don't have a car anymore. So I'm carless, which is really annoying. And also, I was really shaken about that, and I probably did this thing I shouldn't have done. I drove that car, then after the accident I then drove the car all the way back to Glasgow. At that point I should not have done that, but I didn't want to be stuck in Leeds without the way getting back up, so I should have, I quite honestly say I should have not driven that back up to Glasgow, but I did. And that whole drive was stressful. And yeah, that's an emotion where I've not really been sleeping. Last night, I'll honestly say, I slept for 14 hours, which was great, but up until that point, I've maybe slept 3 or 4 hours every night, up until about then, so, you know, it's been 2 weeks of really bad sleep. Because I've had no car, I've had to be using public transport to get to work, so I've had to use the bus. Now, don't get me wrong, bus transport is great. I hate the thing you have to have exact change in Glasgow, but I was able to buy a weekly bus pass thing that you can do, which is really strange, because the first 3 or 4 times I asked for one, the bus drivers didn't have them, so it just let me on the bus for free, which is great. But you can't always use that method because they have one, and you've got to pay for it. Like, but yeah, it was really good. But getting public transport, I hate getting public transport. Now it's usually in the morning we go to work, it's usually fine, because everyone at that time in the morning is generally going to work themselves or what have you. It's the bus home that seems to always be a problem. There always seems to be that weirdo, you know, or that guy that stinks, or the guy who comes on the bus and just doesn't joke, who's chat to people, but doesn't actually make any sense because he's mumbling because he's probably drunk. And those are the people that are really annoying. It's the reason why I don't like public transport. I mean, I've never been on the bus when it's been packed and I've had to stand up. I've always managed to get a seat. But it's just that weirdo. I mean, it's the reason why I sit on the lower deck of the double deck, because if you sit upstairs you tend to get more weirdos. I always try to find one of those seats that's by itself as well. But really, and that's kind of annoying me as well. And kind of this, I'm kind of not really motivated in my work anymore. I know I've mentioned this before, but I really aren't motivated in my job. I really am losing it. And it doesn't help that I find that my boss is getting other people to do the same job as me, just in case I can't do it. So that annoys me. And the reason why he's doing that is because, yeah, I'm not properly performing. I quite happily admit that, because I've got no motivation to do my job, which is, I've never been in that situation before. You know, in my, was it 34 years life, even schoolwork, I found motivation to do it. You know, and this is, I think, the first time I've really struggled to be motivated to do my actual job. And I've also been doing some things that have been really bad. Is take out food. I know I go really well with salads and stuff, but like I think this 2 weeks I've had take out food almost every night, which is terrible. Which is a terrible diet. I should not be doing it, and I need to sort that out. Was it? And yeah, something else that happened to me is my zipper broke on my trousers on the way to work. It's like, okay, no problem. I managed to, you know, got a belt and everything. I kept everything going, so it was okay. It was no problem. Didn't have to worry about it at all. But then on the way home, to sum up my life, the trousers split from the crotch all the way down to the knee. So I basically had an open leg trouser. Really bad. So yeah. I've been watching videos on YouTube a lot as well. It's another reason why I'm stressed, is I've been watching Dr. Pimple Popper. Really good videos, really weird. I watch them without the sound, you just watch them, it's like really weird to watch. But there's obviously this lump I have here. I'm starting to worry that's now a cyst, which is even worse. I shouldn't be thinking about that, but I am. What other things have happened this week that I want to talk about? Something I don't really understand is I found out a band. Basically, I've been buying views and likes for their YouTube, their Facebook, and stuff like that. You know, why? Why would you do that? I mean, you want real fans. I mean, I know I can understand like some businesses doing it. You know, because I know those ones. You know, the ones that you see. Was it like this page, retweet, blah blah blah, share it, and you'll get. You know, and you'll be entered into our prize draw for what have you or whatever. The reason they do that is because they get a Facebook page with loads of likes, and then they'll sell that page to someone, so they'll have an instant amount of people following. I mean, how many times have you gone through the pages that you like on Facebook and unliked them? You know, you only do that if they keep popping at your timeline with loads of crap, you know. And it just baffles me. But why would you buy likes? You know, why would you buy things? Because if you buy views on YouTube, they're gonna find out eventually, and you'll lose those views. You can even lose your channel. I mean, especially as a band, you know, you don't want to lose a channel where you got videos going up, so where people can actually find your music. I mean, it's ridiculous. Why would you do that? And on the flip side of that, those people who are stupid like that, and the flip side, you got the people that are needing help, you know. And I've given help. I mean, this week I think I actually wrote a press release for a band. I actually wrote 2 this week, but I think only one of them was actually being used. I wrote one for a band, so they could actually go out and say, hey, we got this new EP coming out, we got this, here's our first video from that EP, blah blah blah. And I helped write them because they sent me something, and basically it was a load of rubbish. And I said to them, you know, there's not much information to go on there from the band. So I asked them a few questions back and forth, and basically from that I was able to put together like a press release for them, like an A4 a PDF page with basically all the information on there, link to all their social media, blah blah blah, and there was even a contact on there, so if people wanted to get in touch with them for interviews and stuff like that, so they could send that out to them. And I gave them a list of people to send it out to. You know, some of them probably never read it, but at least, you know, they've got a list to send it to. Anyway, I think I've chatted on, you know, for long enough, but I'm kind of hurt inside at the moment, and I'm not myself, but I'm getting there. I mean, I'm going to go home next week to see my family, which is going to be great, so when I see them I'll be able to go through these things and basically sort myself out a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you've had a better couple of weeks than I have. As always, have fun.